Hi everybody, this is Anne. While looking for new pottery construction ideas, I was inspired by paper creations made by origami folding techniques. I thought I'd experiment with converting some origami templates so they'd work for clay. For the first project, I'll be making 3 bowls designed to sit inside each other. I started with the smaller star-shaped template, then designed a medium-sized and a large template. First I rolled out a clay slab large enough for the largest bowl. I ribbed it on both sides, fit the template down to the slab, and cut it with a needle tool. I made sure to cut the inner slits of the template by folding back the template flap like this. Now I can round off and soften the edge of the slab with a wet finger. I then sandwiched the slab with another pastry mat and flipped it over. I peeled the mat off the slab and rounded the edge just like I did on the other side. I wanted each flap to be folded consistently into the center of the slab, so I used a ruler to measure the same amount from the edge of each corner, like this. I then scored the clay along both sides where they will be connected. I slipped one of the edges, then folded the clay and connected it tightly to itself. I repeated this process for each flap. I then added a little ball of clay at the top edge where the 2 edges meet, as this is the most vulnerable place for cracking. Then I worked the clay down along the back edge as much as I could. I then repeated those steps to make the medium-sized and the smaller bowls. I made adjustments to make sure each petal sat at the same angle. I also turned each bowl over and made sure all the bottom sides were cleaned up. And here's the smallest bowl. And here's the medium bowl. And they stack together to form this beautiful flower shape. Next, I converted this paper origami template to work for clay by cutting these little strips to make separate template pieces. I laid them out on a ribbed slab and cut them out carefully with a needle tool. I removed the 2 strips and ran a wet finger around the edges to round them. I then did the same thing to the outer edges of the little strips. I scored the inner edges of the strip and the inner edges of the bigger slab, slipped one edge, and then tightly sealed the two edges at an angle. I then scored and slipped the top edge of the insert. I folded the larger slab over that and firmly attached the two by really working the edges together. I also reinforced each seam with a little bit of extra clay along the edges where the two seams meet. I wanted the top edge to stand up off the mat, so I propped a small sponge brush under the clay until it firmed up. I turned the slab around and repeated the same steps to attach the other insert. I thought this piece might aesthetically look better with a curved bottom. I had this curved top trash can. I placed a flexible quilting cutting board over the top and transferred the slab to that for drying. When it was leather hard, I turned it over and cleaned up the bottom side so that it dried to look like this. I finished it off by using a wax paper underglaze process to get this contemporary effect. To see more about this decorating technique, check the link above. I can see this on a festive table to serve crackers, cookies, or maybe sliced vegetables. Finally, I created this template to make a folded triangle bowl. Again, I placed the template on a flat slab and cut it out with a needle tool, being careful to lift the flap and cut the little slits at the back of the bigger piece. The triangular piece will become the foot of the bowl. With a wet finger, I softened the outer edges of the slab. Like the nesting bowls, I scored the areas between the outer edge and the back flap. I slipped it and then firmly attached the two like this. I did the same thing to the other edge along the back. I firmly attached each seam. Now along the front, I scored and slipped the inner edges and attached those edges to form this boat-shaped bowl. I really worked the edges together along the front side and the back until I knew they would not come apart. Finally, I scored and slipped the triangular foot. I placed the boat shape over the foot and worked the inner edge down into the center. I also placed little coils down into the center to reinforce the seams and create a smooth transition into the center of the bowl. When it was leather hard, I turned it over and worked the outer edges of the foot towards the bowl so that it looks like this. I can see where this pointed edge could be elongated into a spout to create a container for like pancake syrup, salad dressing, or even olive oil. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time in the studio.
Is that for the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.